Today, we're going to lay out a clear blueprint for getting ahead in your academic career. We'll break down exactly how you can turn your foundational research into high-impact visibility, making sure all that hard work actually leads to real advancement.
So, let's start with a question that, probably keeps a lot of academics up at night. You're pouring your heart and soul into this groundbreaking work, but is anyone seeing it? And more importantly, is it actually helping you get those promotions and opportunities you've worked so hard for? That's what we're going to tackle right now.
So, where do we even begin? Well, it all starts with the foundation. Everything, and I mean everything in academia, is built on the quality and integrity of your research. If this base isn't solid, nothing else we talk about is going to matter. It's the one thing that's absolutely non-negotiable.
What does a strong research foundation actually look like? Well, it really boils down to three core pillars: unwavering academic integrity, solutions that are custom fit to your specific needs, and, this one's huge, a serious respect for deadlines. It's not just about having great ideas, it's about executing them with discipline. This is exactly the kind of framework that helps researchers build that essential groundwork.
Okay, so your research is top-notch. That's fantastic. But let's be real. In today's world, if your work isn't easy to find online, it might as well be invisible. So let's move on to the next piece of the puzzle: building a powerful, unified digital identity. And this is where things get tricky, right? Your professional identity is scattered all over the place. You've got ORACID, Scopus, Google Scholar, ResearchGate, the list goes on. Each one is super important for visibility, but trying to keep them all synced up and accurate, wow, it's a logistical nightmare. It's basically a full-time job on its own. The smart solution isn't trying to juggle 10 different profiles. No way. It's about strategic integration. Think about it. You use a platform like ORCID as your main hub, and then you sync everything else to it. Suddenly, you have a single, reliable source for all your work. This makes it incredibly easy for a promotion committee or a recruiter to see everything you've done. No more detective work needed.
This is why professional profile management is such a game changer. The biggest benefit? Time. You get to offload all that tedious admin work, like fixing duplicate entries, correcting citations, and pulling together those impact reports for your CV. It frees you up to focus on what you actually do best, the research itself.
All right, so your research is solid and your online presence is sharp. What's next? It's time to amplify your impact. This third pillar is all about using academic events to your advantage, turning what you know into real influence, sparking new collaborations, and building your reputation.
But here's the thing, not all events are created equal. You have to be strategic. As you can see here, there are a few different types of academic gatherings. A hands-on workshop is totally different from a massive international conference, and something like a faculty development program or an FDP has its own very specific goals.
Okay, let's break this down. If you need to get your hands dirty and learn a new skill, like a piece of software, a workshop is perfect. Need to get a paper published and meet people in your field from all over the world? That's what a conference is for. And for faculty members who want to level up their teaching and climb that career ladder, an FDP is absolutely essential. It's all about matching the event to your goal.
And for all you faculty members out there, listen up, because this is where it really clicks. Going to the right events directly feeds into the things that get you promoted, like earning those Academic Performance Indicator or API credits. It's also where you sharpen your teaching skills and build the network that leads to future leadership roles.
Now, if you're a PhD candidate or a researcher, events are basically your lifeblood. They create this amazing cycle. You present your work, you get priceless feedback from your peers, you find new collaborators, and you lock in those publications. This is the cycle that really puts a research career into high gear.
Pulling off a great event is, well, it's a lot like an iceberg. What everyone sees, the speakers, the coffee breaks, the presentations, that's just the tip. Underneath the surface, there is a massive amount of work in logistics, finance, tech support, registration. The vast majority of the effort is completely invisible to everyone attending.
So what about all that stuff below the waterline? How does that get managed? This is where professional event services are just indispensable. They handle all that complex pre-event chaos, building websites, sending out calls for papers, setting up automated review systems. The whole point is to lift that entire burden from the organizers. And that support doesn't just stop before the event starts. Oh no, it carries right through to the main event. The goal is to make the experience totally seamless. That means handling all the tech,
AV for speakers, making sure hybrid sessions run smoothly, and even automating things like sending out e-certificates. Every little detail is taken care of, so the focus can stay on the ideas.
Okay, let's take a step back and see how this all connects. This isn't about three separate things to do, it's about one single integrated strategy. You're combining rock-solid research, maximum online visibility, and high-impact events to power your career forward.
So the blueprint is actually pretty simple when you lay it out. Step 1, build that foundation with incredible, integrity-driven research. Step 2, create that powerful digital identity so people can actually find your work. Step 3, amplify your impact with smart, flawlessly run events. And the final step, you achieve the recognition and advancement that you've earned.
I love this quote because it just sums it all up perfectly. The idea is simple. You bring the vision, you bring the brilliant ideas and the intellectual horsepower. And a management partner provides the seamless operational backbone to make it all a reality on a global stage.
At the end of the day, it's all about creating that perfect partnership between academic brilliance and professional management. It's about making sure your amazing work is presented on a world-class platform, giving it the global reach and impact it truly deserves.
So, that brings us to the final question. And it's one only you can answer. You have the blueprint, you see the path. So are you ready to stop just doing the work and start strategically building your legacy?